My name is Adrienne Wrona, and I am with the Hawk Mountain Scout Council. I would like to thank you all for joining me today. We have a guest, Alex, and Alex is going to be sharing her journey with her son through the scouting program. Alex, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, can you tell me just a little bit about your son, how old he is, what age group he's in the scouting program?
Well, he is 9 years old, and he's in the Cub Scouts. He is extremely smart, for my own opinion. He is very outspoken when he knows something that he loves. Mm-hmm. But other than that, he's very shy. He's
very shy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely shy.
Okay. So you got into the scouting program with your son. Can you tell us a little bit how you found the scouting program?
Oh, that was him.
That was him?
Yes.
All right.
We were back in Illinois. I never heard about Boy Scouts ever. And then out of the sudden, he went to where we were living, and he was like, "Mom, I heard something, and I want to do it." And I'm like, "I have no idea what you're saying," honestly, because by that time, he did speak Spanish back then.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he lost it. And he told me about Boy Scouts. And I'm like, sure. But the problem is that I never heard about it. And I was not really open to the idea. And when I finally wanted to look information, it was like it was not really available for him. And we couldn't really afford for him to be going back and forth. So we waited, then we got here. And after a lot of different circumstances, he came back again with these papers and, "Mom, this time is the time. And you just have to go with me and we can talk about it." He didn't ask me if I can do it or if I would lie to him. No, it was like, we can talk about it. We go over there, we sit, and you can fill out the paper, Mom. It's free. The paper is free. And then the rest is just, you know.
He sounds very wise for his age, Mom. We can talk about it. Yes. So I assume here that he talked you into it and you filled out the paperwork to get him registered.
Well, in there, I believe the name of the person was Brian, I think.
Brian, yeah.
And he made this rocket something, and my son was, I feel even embarrassed because I was just with my mouth open. How did he did that? Mm-hmm. And my son was not talking to me, actually. He was just staring at the guy. Like, it was the most amazing thing that he was talking. And then he started just asking questions, and everybody else was just quiet. And he was the only one talking and interrupting and asking. And I was just like, yeah, this is it. If he has the courage to talk, this is it. There's nothing to talk about. Let's just do the paper and let's do it. Yes.
So it seems like that may have helped him with his shyness a little bit, being able to talk to someone he hadn't met before about the rockets that he was building and making there.
Yes.
That's really awesome. And
I think is not only that, I think it was more the impression of he didn't look like he was somebody who was going to hurt him. My son is very scared of male and people around him that will probably like just touch him and he will jump. Like, he don't want to have any type of one-on-one or group because he's been bullied so many times. And we were like around people who were very bad people. So for him to see somebody, a guy who knows how to do that, and it looks so a Christian-like, honestly, because we're Christians, and so respectful, and he knew what he was saying. Yeah, I think that was more.
So that really helped him to feel at ease.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, absolutely.
So how long have you been involved in the scouting program now?
Months, like 2 months. Yeah.
Okay. And what is keeping you and your son in the program?
That is challenging to say. I think everything. Conversations. As you can tell, I do talk a lot when I'm nervous. And my son and me normally don't talk too much because we don't spend time together. I'm always at work. When he started, I had 3 jobs. And I recently got a car. So he always in daycare, and he has really no friends. And he started the Boy Scouts. That's all we talk about. Every Thursday. He sits, he tells me every single detail, and then what he wants to do, and the plans that he has, and what he wants to teach me. And before Thursdays were like, take him to the house, we eat something very quick, get ready for the next day, let's go to bed. No, now is all the way probably until 10, just talking and doing crafts, and it changed our relationship.
That's
honestly.
great.
Yeah.
That's really great. So he tells you his plans and what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And you mentioned what he wants to teach you.
Oh, yes.
That is awesome. That is so cool to hear him say things like that to you, because he's learning stuff from Brian or from the other people working with that troupe. And he's not just taking that knowledge and keeping it. He wants to share it with other people.
Yes.
So he's trying to share that journey with you, which is really, really cool to hear.
And in English.
Well, hopefully he's doing a good job with that.
Yes, he has a lot of patience, because Boy Scouts needs to be patient. And they added mom as a, I know more than you. So yes, definitely. He's doing
That's
good.
great. So what would you say is the thing that impacted your family the most with joining the scouting program?
Okay. I can separate two things. All kids have buckets, which is attention and power. My son didn't have any of those. So once he started in the Boy Scouts, he had both, because he's teaching mommy. He is seeing what it costs to be in there. Like, it's not only to be smart and have fun, it's about so much more. So he's getting that attention plus my attention, and he is having the power of, okay, now because I'm in Boy Scouts, I had to represent. So he's doing so much better in his grades. Like, he's been nominated, he has dyslexia, so it's difficult for him to read. The night before we went to the dinner, he got his first honor roll. Last week, he got another honor roll, plus a perfect attendance, plus the student of the month. And it's a big difference of what have come to us, He's excited, he's motivated, he's engaged, he's super happy, he's laughing all the time. And before, he was not like that. We were just in the house, but really not having that type of bond. Now, whatever happens, when it's about the Boy Scouts, he just rushes to the car, he hugs me, and he's like, this is what we're gonna do today. And
Come on, Mom.
Yes, it's just like, I lead, you follow. This is my time to teach you. And it makes me want to cry sometimes of how proud I feel. Because no spoken to a lot of spoken and trustworthy. Oh, and he now is talking to people. It's not only people that he knows the years, which is only 2 people. He's talking to kids, elderly people. And he even told me, Mom, do not talk to people like that. Just, if you don't know how to speak English, just sip it. He just told me that, sip it, think about it, and then just go back to it, because that's so disrespectful.
So he's becoming the teacher now.
Yes.
It's his turn to teach you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it sounds like scouting has really done a complete rotation for the dynamic of your family.
Yeah.
And that's really heartwarming to hear. So if you had someone who was interested in joining scouting, what would your piece of advice be to that person or to their parents?
Well, Spanish community needs a lot of this program. I'll have to be honest, because we are very strong in the way that we raise our kids and everything. But what I would do is more show a picture. That will be a big difference, because I have an before and after picture, believe it or not, on how sad and frustrated he was to what he is right now. And I don't even have to say anything. People would just look at him for real and will say, okay, how did he do that? And I really don't have to say anything, nothing to nobody. Because if they see him and I show those pictures, they would definitely say, okay, how did he do that? Where are you going? What are you doing? Like, I have nothing to do with that. That's just Boy Scouts in that side. That's just
But you
that
have
it.
everything to do with that, allowing him to enroll in that program.
In certain way, yes. But I was not convinced, remember, until I got to that meeting. So it was all about him.
His conviction and convincing
Yes,
you.
and he knows that I'm a type of person who will think a lot before taking a decision due to our situations. And I will not put him in risk in no way or form. So, but he knowing that well, and he knows that the only way that he could let me take that step was rushing me to that, not giving me a choice. That was something that, I don't know, that it will just, you can see it. You can definitely see it if you know him.
So it was the right step to make,
Yes.
and it's changed your lives forever.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Alex, I want to thank you for being here with us today. I know that you and your family have gone through so much, and Scouting is now a part of your family. Thank you for being a part of it, and we hope that our viewers continue with our journey.
Check in again next week for another edition on our Hawk Mountain Scout Council Prepared for Life series. For more information, visit our website, hmc-bsa.org, or call us at 610-926-3406. You can also find us on the People Chronicles YouTube channel.